We left you in our last episode at Bunder Village, very excited to finally cross over to South Australia from WA and continue on our exploration for the rest of the Nullarbor. We look forward to the next few camps and have been eagerly anticipating them for a long time in our travels now. It's about fulfilling those dreams and making them come true, right? Crossing over to South Australia marks a significant milestone in our travels, as it opens up a whole new landscape and a fresh set of adventures ahead for us, places we have never been before. The Great Australian Bight coastline is known for its dramatic cliffs, pristine beaches and abundant marine life. With its rugged and untouched beauty, it offers breathtaking views of the Southern Ocean and is a haven for whale watching. Exploring this coastline will give us a chance to witness the power of nature in one of the most awe-inspiring settings. However, it's important to acknowledge that exploring this piece of coastline also presents its fair share of challenges. The rugged terrain and remote location requires careful planning and preparation, especially when it comes to getting your timing right for the perfect bang-on weather conditions. For a few days leading up to crossing the Nullarbor and knowing we were nearing our cliff-top camping destinations, we used a useful app called Windy. This way we could gauge the perfect condition for camping right on the very edge, with hardly any wind, which in turn would also save us on fuel too. Nevertheless, with the proper research and a sense of adventure, those challenges were overcome, allowing us to fully immerse ourselves in the wonders of that remarkable coastline. We hope you enjoy. Thanks to the following businesses that have jumped on board with us to support our travels, plus give you guys out there some cracker discounts.
Right, morning guys. This is our first camp here in South Australia and it's called Top of the Cliff. So it's about 40 k's past Bunder Village and it's on the right hand side coming up the air highway. It's probably about 3 k's in off the air highway. Not too bad of a track, a bit windy, but obviously we've got a pretty big setup when we got through here, all right. But there's plenty of space, so it doesn't matter where you go down here, there's a parking bay somewhere. And check this out for a view. This is us sitting on top of the ridge, and the water today is just like a sheet of glass, not a ripple in it. A little bit of swell, but there's no wind whatsoever. Unfortunately, a little bit of cloud cover, but it's not too bad in temperature-wise, so we're enjoying it. We're going to go down to the sand dunes and have a bit of a play, but it's a little bit far to walk, so we thought we'll go to Bunder tonight, and then the next few camps after that will be all sand anyway, so we'll get cruising the sand and get the sandboards out and have a bit of a play in the sand dunes. But yeah, this is our little site here. It's a little turnaround bay. We had the fire cranking last night. But yeah, like I say, there's so many sites. I'll just walk you up to the track up here. When you come in, it just sort of yeah, like goat tracks going off left, right and center. So if there's someone down here, just go left, go right, just keep driving, you'll find a spot. You know, this spot's just over there, spot's over up there. But like I say, if you go another 3 k's that way or 3 k's that way, there's this bays everywhere. So if you come down here, people down here to spread yourself out. But luckily we've had this all to ourselves.
it's about time I took you to where we're parked up this afternoon. This spot simply took our breath away. Let me take you outside and show you. But before I do, we're just preparing a little something. This was my Mother's Day present that Cam, Cruz and Jai brought me. This is a rotisserie, battery operated rotisserie that we're going to use over the fire pit. Let's go check it out. Before I take you and show you any view of where we actually are, which you could have just possibly just seen it just then, let me take you to the fire pit. Here it is. So we brought these brackets from Quokka online, and this is going to be our little rotisserie for tonight over the fire pit. Crew's got the fire started,
and also I made a marshmallow one with just one out. So this is the marshmallow one.
I don't think you're roasting any marshmallows in that one tonight. The wind's got that. It has been simply beautiful here today, hasn't it? A little bit of wind which has come in now, but let me take you over and show you this spot. Look at this. Oh my god, my heart skips a beat when I walk close to the edge. Look at that view. How did we pick the Nullarbor to be so picturesque like this with hardly any wind? It's beyond us. But we did watch the weather quite hardly there for about a week to make sure we crossed at the perfect time so we could try to enjoy it as much as we can. I'm just going to get the drone up in a second and get some footage, a few shots. Turn around, here's camp, right on the edge. A few people just pulled in up from us, enjoying the view. Alright, let's get this roast on. South Australia time, it's 3:59. I think it should take about a couple of hours to cook, maybe more, maybe less. We'll wait and see what happens. Hey boss.
That's it, let's get it on. Right, so here we are, finished product. How'd it turn out, Shazza?
Yeah, she did a pretty bloody good job, I
Look
reckon.
at the crackle on that. Give a bit of a knock, give me a knock for me. Oh, yes.
Obviously it's been resting for a little bit, so the crackle's gone a little bit
But
soft.
for that size roast, it's cooked all the way through. So let's have a bit of a cut through and see how she looks in the middle.
Oh, I've got to
Get the crackle off first.
take all the crackle off first.
That's how we do it.
But yeah, the crackle sort of lost all the fat because of the turning process. There's a little bit of fat there I'll cut off. You want a taste of crackle, Crazy?
Sure.
Here you go.
Here we go. What do you reckon, mate?
See.
Pretty good? Oh, Chris giving it a thumbs up.
Yeah, so I've cooked up some carrot pre coming over the border, thinking we couldn't take vegetables over. But it's okay to come over to South Australia because we'll get checked at Ceduna. But going to WA is where you'll need to.
So Border Village is the cut-off point, which we thought was the same both ways. But speaking to some other travellers, they're saying no, Ceduna this way. So we've still got another 400 k's yet. So we thought, oh, well, so we got a bit of chopped up. Got some corn, carrots all chopped up in the freezer, ready to freeze. But
Well, the carrots are not frozen; they're fresh. I've kept them
was just
after.
the corn, was it?
Yeah, so I've pre-cooked the corn, but I've just heated it.
Yeah.
And I've made a potato bake, so I've just put a little bit of that in the bowl, so we'll microwave that.
Beautiful. What we got going on here?
That is our carrots, because Cruz doesn't eat
That's
cooked
right.
carrots.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
And Cruz is having
of GB.
a little bit of garlic bread.
Beautiful.
And that's how we cook it on Cruz's crepe fry pan. And it does a beautiful job.
It does, eh?
You want to say
Golden
that's-
brown.
So that's dinner.
Oh well, let's cut through this puppy and have a look, eh?
So
Come on. I am. I want to get to see what it's like.
I haven't finished.
No, let's cut the other side.
You're so rushing me.
Alright, come on. Here
I'm
we
gonna
go.
cut a bit
Here
of
we
fat
go.
off,
Here
but-
we go. It's looking alright.
Could have probably come off a little bit earlier.
Yeah, but don't forget it's the edge where the flames have been hitting it, so
Yeah, but I can sort of feel the,
firmness.
yeah. So I'll just cut a bit of this fat off, and I'll cut the rest up, but I think it'll be quite nice.
Hoggy dory.
Yeah,
Alright.
done well.
Alright, let's get into it, eh?
Hey,
Yeah.
and thanks for my Mother's Day present. It is the best Mother's Day present.
Oswit.com is the little
ever.
there's a rotisserie plates that go inside the barbecue, and we just got the rotisserie from Bunnings.
Not the rotisserie plate, but the
Yeah, the
things-
size from Oswit, but the rotisserie is from Bunnings.
Yeah, so we've,
Battery operated, 2D size batteries.
yeah, so we've got the Darchie fire pit. Is it Darchie?
Darchie, yep.
Yep, and then we basically, well, the boys brought the Oswit
From
Oswit.com.
Oswit.com, that's it. Cocker sides
little sides to put on.
for the
We've got
rotisserie.
the rotisserie from Bunnings,
That's it.
which just takes two D size batteries, and voila,
Look at
beautiful.
that. You just want to get into it, don't you? Are you that hungry? Alright, let's crack into it. Couple of reds to go with it to wash down.
It's 7:32. We've lost an hour and 45 minutes now. We've crossed over the border,
That's
so
it. So it's 7:32, but really Perth time it's 5. Well, we've got the TV on, and it's only just come onto the news, which is just before 6 o'clock. So there you go. Because we got Vast TV or satellite TV, it's still picking up the Perth channels for some reason. So
you've changed all the regions.
I've changed all the settings, changed the regions. Not sure. I have to speak to Vast and see if they probably change my prescription to a different state. So I'll find that out tomorrow.
Here you go. Here's your meat getting carved up, by the way.
Here we go. Look, see, look, there's nothing wrong with that.
Sharp knife. And look at it. We've got enough meat to keep us going for tomorrow night
Oh.
and lunches.
Pork sandwiches tomorrow.
Oh, look at that.
Here's the end result.
I hope you're hungry.
Tell you what, there's enough here to last us a couple of nights. Oh, looks pretty mint, but look
Wow. Look at this.
at this. Crackle City.
Who said you couldn't eat well on the road?
That pork's cooked to perfection. Potato bake, carrots, a couple of corns.
Cruz couldn't
Cruz
wait.
is AAE. We haven't even said grace yet. 2 bits of GBs over there. Bit of pork. You're already eating his pork. Sharon, crack
Yep.
into it. Let me know what it's like.
Into which part?
Into that bit of flesh there.
Look, I know it's going to be good. All right, Cam. I know it's going to be good. I've already done a taste test while it was on the fire.
Oh, of course.
You weren't looking.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Cruz and I had a little taste, didn't we, Cruz? Shh, shh, shh. We did, didn't we? Thank you, boys. This is the best present ever.
Best Mother's Day
So
present
good.
ever. All right,
So good.
let's crack into it. Good wine to go down with it. Cheers.
Cheers, good times.
Cheers.
On the Nullarbor.
Nullarbor, South Australia. Bunder Cliffs tomorrow.
Good morning from the Nullarbor. Opened up the window this morning and this is our beautiful sight out our kitchen window of our wonderland. It really isn't much better. So close to the water's edge. And yeah, Cam and I just woke up and we're sort of checking out the ocean and the wind and the birds flying across down there. If you can see out the back there, we've been lucky enough to be able to spot a whale that's mucking around out there for the last couple of hours, and we've just been sitting back in bed having a coffee and watching what he or she's up to out there. You may or not see it. There we go. A little bit of a splash out the back. They say they start to migrate through here from now until November, I'm pretty sure they said. So we're just on the start of it. So we've been very, very lucky to be able to sight this while we're on the Nullarbor. Oh, a little bit more of a splash. How's this, but like right on the edge where Antarctica broke away from Australia 27 million years ago. It's incredible just to see how it's just broken off. Birds are having fun in the sun this morning. Oh, there we go, a nice big splash out the back. Hopefully we're moving just down the road today. We might be lucky enough to be able to spot one in maybe a little bit closer, but still being able to sight a whale in the Great Australian Bight is still so good just to see, even if it is so far away. So we've just looked out the van. Check this out. There goes Scooby-Doo on the Nullarbor. And the dog catcher. Time to move camp this morning just up the road to Bunder Cliffs. This one here on Wiki Camps, you can find this one. It's called the Best of the Bight Cliff Top Camping. It's a beautiful, beautiful little spot. Got some great pictures here. Obviously we've seen the whale this morning. We've just seen a pod of dolphins. And the coast along here is beautiful. Magical little spot. Nullarbor really is breathtaking. It's gorgeous. we've just pulled up to a spot on the way into camp. This is called Bunder Cave. I don't know if it's a cave or if it's a little bit more like a sinkhole. There's a bit of a cave over there. Bit of a climb down, but looks more like a sinkhole to me. How cool is that? We have arrived to Bunder Cliffs Camp number 1. Number 2 is just up there. Look at that. Looking back onto all the cliffs. We went to go to another spot and yeah, no. We drove down here and I think we've got another winner. You don't see views like that every day. Going to be a beautiful sunset. I can just feel it overlooking the cliffs. There's a fair few spots through here to camp. We've pulled up here. We're airing out towels, all our jumpers. We had a big pork roast last night around the fire. Everything's seriously smoky. But yeah, how good is that? On the Nullarbor for the very last night before we move on to Penong and stay at a caravan park, because we're just about out of water, but it lasted pretty much 5 days on 300 litres of water. Pretty limestoney around here. Some of these little spots are quite limestoney. The wind's starting to pick up again. We had a little window when we got here, so we definitely got the drone up and got some shots, and we'll chuck them in so you can have a bit of a look. Yeah, but very different here. It's a very different what would I say, vegetation than what the last camp was. Got a lot of different type plants here. I'll just show you a few of them. We've got these little beautiful succulent flowers. A whole heap of them. And then when you look back on the cliffs, you can actually see them in the cliffs. So they're pretty happy. But the succulents are everywhere. Oh, I see them. We've seen them quite a fair bit. Oh, how beautiful are these little ones. But they're everywhere. I think it feels like spring. Nullarbor, beautiful little flowers. Yeah, so anyway, we're just about ready to have some lunch. 10 minutes past 3 on the Nullarbor. We're still not really getting used to this time frame of losing an hour and 45 minutes. Still feels like it's only like 1 o'clock. Definitely going to take us a while to get used to, given that we've got to live on this time going up to Northern Territory as well. But we'll gain it back when we hit WA. I was just out overlooking the edge and admiring the beauty, and there's a whole heap of dolphins down here as well, just cruising around in big packs right down there. You can sort of see them going through the wave. Oh, that's pretty cool. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh. That's what you come to the Nullarbor to see. That is beautiful. Bunder Cliffs.
guys from the Nullarbor. Well, we woke up this morning and this was our view out the window. How cool is this? Slight little bit of breeze blowing, but still looks pretty cool. Seen some whales jumping out there this morning. A few dolphins herding up down below. That sounds of right in the kitchen window.
Yeah.
Awesome spot. Bunder Cliffs 1 this camp is.
A little bit tricky to sort of get into, but you can either come in from
Bunder 2 or Bunder Views, isn't it?
Yeah, you can come in from
Follow
that
the track
way, or
along.
you can come in from the cave, which is a bit further past Bunder 1 and Bunder 2. You find it on Wiki Camps, and I'll drop it in the bottom of this now so you can find this spot.
Yes, I'll take you out and have a quick look before we go. Look at that. Straight out your door. Pretty awesome. There's quite a few sites, heaps of sites up here. There's pullover bays over there if it gets a bit crowded. A few more bays over there. But we've got the prime spot. It's good here how it sort of juts out a little bit here, so you get to see all the way up the Bunder Cliffs. So if you're sort of up there a bit, you're obviously a bit restricted a little bit, but right here you can sort of see where it's caved away a little bit. But up there's more the cliffs. Just here too, it must have been like a little bit of a sinkhole or something. It's all caved in a bit here. But I reckon if you came down here carefully, obviously, down to there, and then just sat down there, you could probably easily chuck a line in. But probably not the safest option, but you could do it, I reckon. Harness maybe. But yeah, we loved it here. It's a pretty awesome spot. There we are there. It's about ready to hook up and sake off to Penong. All right, let's get it done.